Oh, we're the wrong title. We're 45 today. Yo, welcome in, Rev. I thought my camera stopped for a second. Yo, how's it going, Charles? Oh, yeah, Breath of Fire 3. Nice, dude. I burned my hand. I spent the last 2 hours soldering. And I was so careful I didn't burn anything. And then I went to go put my dinner away, and I left the stove on, and the handle got really hot. Yeah, I only left the burner on at super low, so you wouldn't have even really seen the flame. Unless you were, like, really looking. Very minor burn, though. Oh! Oh! Okay, I have to close my window. Alright, this run's cursed. We already know this is cursed. I'll take the gold. This is just, in general, 5 seconds better than any run I've ever had in the... Or not ever had, but had in the last several days. Charles, I also kind of noticed doing a side-by-side comparison, and I realized that the 30 hertz turbo that you have on emulator is probably what's hurting me in terms of times. Welcome in, Borlanti. I was doing some side-by-side testing with 27 hertz turbo, and I was about half a second behind you with just the gainer cutscene right there. I don't think that's the only thing that's hurting me, but I know that that's probably one thing that's hurting me, because this controller is only 20 hertz turbo. Yeah, it was over the course of 1 minute, I was half a second behind you. But that's only in dialogue. And that was at 27 hertz, so I imagine that 20 hertz is going to be much worse. Yo, tornado watch? What? Dude, I hope this ibuprofen helps. It's been literal years since I've gotten a burn. The only sad part about that is that if I do get faster turbo, my brakes are going to be cut shorter. I don't have aloe vera right now. As of right now, I ran it under cold water for 10 minutes, dried it very carefully with a sterile towel, and then put this gauze patch because I didn't have anything. I didn't have Neosporin, I don't have aloe vera, I don't have petroleum jelly. Anything that Google was telling me. Okay, wow. And that's a childhood. Also, Chad, if you haven't noticed, right there on that toolbox is the project I was working on. Same thing that I showed, but now I spliced wire. I did a splicing. I spliced a broken controller's cable and then just soldered the cable wire to jumper so I can put it into the breadboard. Yo, JRP, how's it going? JRP, the project's getting to the physical state. The difference between 20 hertz, 30 hertz should be one frame every 2 boxes on average. Yeah, but we also have, we don't, it's probably the case that I'm not understanding this part yet of when the game does pull for inputs, because if it does pull on every other frame, but you're getting an input on every 3rd frame, then it's probably that every 6th frame on a 20 hertz controller is getting the registry. Or if it's polling at what the state is, then it would be every 4th. It's kind of hard to know exactly what it is, unless I like looked into it a lot deeper. If it truly does check it every frame, then you're right, it shouldn't make a big difference. Holy shit. Unsure if this golds, actually. Oh my god, at 807! Jorp is ready for the Blink controller. I'm gonna order the the dome switches, starting with samples. Fucking not so, buddy. Yo, Ren, welcome in. That was kind of bad. Yeah, I'm almost a sub 1040. Oh my god, so beautiful. Damn it. I get burn privileges. Oof. Oh, please, Bo, land this. Fuck yeah. Fuck that. $16, $26. Yeah, Ryu kills this right here. 20 or 21. Counter. Damn. Bow crit maybe? Damn. 12? Damn. Oh, good crit. Like 50? I think it's dead next turn. Because of the bow crit. Yeah. Pretty good, sub 15.
Holy fuck.
No, McMuffin, welcome in. Thank you for the holy fuck. Fuck. Bad fight. And this is bad. Thank you. $107. No, 108. $97. $87. Puts me at 13. Now I'm gonna just run from every fight. Kinda had a rough Mount Fubi. Well, it's good when I can run and not have to chance it. Nice. Yeah, not a great Mount Fubi on the second half, but it was okay. It wasn't horrible. Counter. 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 Okay, it's 3 seconds saved. Wow. Please no get up. Fuck. Thank you for the good luck, Laura. Appreciate it. Alright, 30 seconds ahead's decent. $13 experience to go also, which isn't bad. I didn't see what Ryu's health was at the end. $21. It's a little rough. Okay, average. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna read that in a moment. I was playing game when you talked about the controller hertz. I've been wondering if you could get the clock straight from the controller, or would that not work for some reason? Well, here's the issue, is that in the setup that I had currently when I was testing, I don't have that clock because I'm going to be using, I was using USB. Now, you could use the clock that the system gives you, and that's totally fine. And I might test with that. I don't know what's the route I'm going to go once I get into the console. If the method I'm using right now doesn't work, I probably also would be able to do that. We're all certified audio engineers. Yeah, I don't know what implementation I'm going to be doing yet for the controller. But as of today, I just soldered... So I spliced the broken Super Nintendo's cable, its controller cable, so that I could route it to my breadboard project. And then we're going to probably do some testing. I have to modify the code that I had a little bit so I could actually use the signaling that comes from the console. 30 hertz would be ideal. Specifically also, and it's important for this game, I also have an asymmetric waveform for my turbo, because this game actually enjoys having not only a phase offset, but a greater than 50% duty cycle. I know it does. Yeah, but the thing is that his controller only turbos circle on PlayStation. So the controller I'm going to be using, and he uses the ATT, which I think is different than the clock. I'd have to look at how that signaling works. I think ATT is the envelope signal. I want it to be able to toggle both. I want it to be 15 hertz compatible with a switch like this. And then you can switch it to other games for 30 hertz that do run at 60 hertz. Nice. Actually, it was 5 seconds ahead. On the split, not on overall. Okay, so yeah, I was right, and we needed 13. Good thing I know how to count. Okay. Well, here's the thing. If I get it from the system, I'm only as accurate as the system is going to be. Crap. Because I believe all these systems run... Their clocks run in the low megahertz range. And what they even transfer to a controller is like high kilohertz range. That sucks. I'm at a good position to run away though. So 6, 7, 6, 7! 7 experience left. Because let me put it this way. Right now, I'm using a device with an internal clock that can go up to 240 megahertz. And I can get microsecond precision on the clocks that I'm running. Now, the benefit is, if I go synchronous with the console, you're right, I will always have the ability to lock to the console and meet the console's timing. There may be the fact that I could do that internally in my code, where I read it and I align my code to line up with the edge of the clock. But without actually testing on the hardware, I can't really tell what's going to be the next change, or the next... Dude, I got the earliest fight you can get. That was where my smoke was. That is nuts. I'm glad it was leadoff. That fight sucks, but I'm going to get another fight on the way out. I need 1 experience after this. I could have run from this, to be honest. Useless counter. Pretty unlucky that split. well, this gets me my my level 6. No gold. Dude, are you kidding me? Nice, man. Nice. So I'm losing time this split, but... Dude, too many encounters. Unluckiest walk to Corsair ever. Oof. That was a split we could save time on. Yeah, no gold, unfortunately. That's funny. Good. Ooh. Oof. Too many inks. Scaring the crap out of me. Oh my god. Dude! So many friggin' inks! I have to actually heal now. That's sad. Very possible. I got the bad fight, dude. Never lucky. Thank you. And still get one more encounter, too. Right on the fucking tile. Alright. Good fight, come on. I'm gonna heal, but then we full send on the auto. He needs 2 more hits to die. 1. Dead. Okay. Honestly, would have been okay, but we had so many encounters. That could have been like another 30 or 40 seconds faster, if not for the 2 encounters that I got. One of them was bad. The one against the 2 harpies kind of sucked. But that wasn't nearly as bad. That was kind of expected, but it wasn't nearly as bad as the 2 plants that opened with double sweet breath. Oof. I have to heal badly. Two more hits. Slow fight. Yeah. Didn't want to risk it either. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Uh-oh. Oh. Five. Seven. Damn. Damn, dude. Time loss. Nine. I'm gonna say 10. This is a really bad cat fight. 12. I'm probably losing time on this. 14. 16. 19. Please. And now we send it, but now we're losing time. I think she's dead. No, one more. Very bad cat fight. I see what you did there. Yo, Kato, thank you. Congrats on partner. This run started off nicely, and now it's kind of bad. I lost time on a couple of splits that I could have saved time on. Good start. 10, 14. That is really bad. 18. 28. 32. Very bad. $36. $41. 45. One more on him. Nice. Okay, I think we just auto the rest of the fight. $50. 54. $58. 62. 66. Dead. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's death. Terrible fight. He kept going for cat, and it was really annoying. Even though she got 2 crits in the fight and made the fight a lot faster, he kept targeting her. He killed her twice, and that killed the fight. Like, that killed the benefits that she had. I know that she's going to, I know that based on us getting fights here, that she's gonna need to be up. I don't care to heal, I just need her to be alive. Thank fucking God. A very good first half of Fubi. I didn't forget to smoke this time. Yo, Kato, did you know I'm making a controller? It's gonna be a custom controller where the guts of the controller are gonna fit into different shells that I'll make for different consoles. but it'll be basically a turbo controller. It's just going to be meant for speedrunning, so it'll have a more clickiness to the button presses so that you know when you've pressed a button. And if people want to use it without turbo, I mean, I can make a shell that would not have the turbo. Prototyping. So far, I've tested it on the PC and it works almost perfectly. The faster turbo options aren't working as well, but I think that's a PC problem. This was a little slow with 2 fights. Oh, because this is where I'm supposed to smoke. I smoked late. Okay, good. No second fight. All right. Split is looking a little nice. It's actually right there on the floor. You can kind of see it. Sitting on that toolbox. Right now it's on a proto board with a lot of cables, and I'm about to test it onto a console. Earlier today I spliced cable from a controller that wasn't working, and now it's connected to the board. No, it's just read as an HID device. I think particularly it looks at it like SDL2. And as far as that goes, it reads 15 hertz perfectly, so I could play FF7 on emulator. It struggles as I get higher, so I was able to make it work up to 27 hertz. But any higher than that, then it like will work and then periodically desync and then resync. Oh, fuck. It was that late. Okay, well, I've learned. Give me a gold? No. Damn. Bush? A sweet, tasteful bush? Oh? Okay. Damn, I was so close. Gold? No. Damn. Okay. Decent pace for this split. But it's gonna be really cool to test it once I get it onto the console. Useless special. I've been formulating how I wanted this controller to work for well over a year, but I only just started working on it. I just started working on it a little bit more actively in the last week and a half. Yeah, I'm really excited for when it is done. I'm gonna be sending a couple of prototypes out for people to test to get some input and feedback on like the physical aspect of it and what I can update for features. That's really good. That's even better. Yes, still have directional turbo. Yeah. That was the motivation for it. Damn, dude. Oh no. This is killing the split pace. I think the run's dead. If we can't run in the next 20 seconds, the run's dead. Yeah, the run's dead. They keep on doing this rather than attacking me to give me a chance to get a better runaway. Dude, that sucked. I was 30 seconds ahead for the split. Now it doesn't matter. Now I'm like 20 seconds behind. I lost a minute on that fight. And I found them again. Dude, I cannot win with this game. Yeah, I've lost a minute. And I needed to save time here. There's a... I think it's a mosquito. Yeah, and I don't have time for another one. Yesterday when we got here, I didn't even finish the Joker fight. But we entered the Joker fight 20 seconds into our time loss, and now this run is even worse than that. And we were up 30 seconds. I think from now on, just whatever happens after the Pea Spider fight, I don't heal. I'll just smoke and we go at it. And I heal before we get to the bandit. Because now I've been just getting fights like crazy in the basement, and it sucks because you either have to kill it, or if you get those guys, you have to run away. And she's not critting. Nah, Kyo, the run's dead. We're not healing. Okay, 500-ish. So next turn, he's dead. But she has to live this. Nope. Run's dead. GG, guys. Who is still alive? I just am not choosing to res her because that's split was just bullshit and killed the run completely before we even got to the boss. I'm gonna raid you guys into someone I know named Dango Rangus. You've been around the channel long enough, you'll know who he is. I can't believe that 2 nights in a row Joker killed my run, like this split. Just getting extra fights in the basement. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll give it another shot. To be honest, I'm kind of grateful that the run died because it wasn't spectacular. So, yeah, we'll come back at it. All right, good luck. Take care.